Hello, world! Welcome to Punchwood. This is a new series or anything. This is my very, very old Minecraft world. I started this world in Minecraft Alpha 1.2.2 and continued playing it on and off basically to this day. So here I am in my very first hidey hole, as I would call it. I also have a guest on Skype, someone who was around for most of the building, my girlfriend Kelly.
Hello.
So Minecraft Alpha 1.2.2 was in November. I started this around November of 2010, and I guess I'm just showing this off so you guys can kind of see my building style and kind of how I play the game, and just kind of show you around and reminisce on some of my old memories. So this is my very first little home. It's just a nice little one-bedroom apartment. As you can see, the windows are full blocks and not panes, something you'll see very often. And this is the town of Punchwood. My building style in the game, I literally build towns. This is kind of how I do things. So, my spawn point is over in that direction. We'll go see it later. But, there's plenty of things in this town to go through. I guess, what was the first thing we built in this town when it used to be just an empty grass plain? Do you remember what the first thing I built?
No, you had a lot before I started.
Well, it wasn't nearly this crowded.
I don't know. You had I think the first thing I told you to build was that market thing.
Yes.
And is this like a library here? I forget.
No, the library's on the hill over there.
What's this thing with the pine? Is that pine?
Oh, this? This house, I'm pretty sure. I think this is the first thing I showed you when I first started building it.
For that.
So I actually started building this, started playing in this world when Kelly and I first became friends. So it's kind of as old as our friendship, which is kind of a weird thing to think about. But yeah, this is very old, so I guess I should just go through the many things. This is Punchwood. This is a little house I built just to add character to the village, I suppose. Here's a kind of nice little village center. I got a little farm here. Another tiny house. A little post office. That was added actually later. So as I came in through this area, I found this area. It was perfectly flat. I didn't flatten this out at all. Perfectly flat, nice, flat. I spawned over in this direction, and so I started building my house in that cave over there. I built this nice little lighthouse to overlook the waters. Over here we have where my tree farm was. Do you remember why I got rid of it?
Yeah, because it overgrew and it was growing into the buildings.
Oh yeah, that was pretty funny.
But you have a much better system now.
I do. This is a new addition. This is part of my rail system. But here's the library, a very small library. Oh, this is before they fixed double doors. So the doors are kind of funny. So yeah, this is the library.
Yay, library.
And I'll just give you a peek of my mine, and then we'll move on to the next city. So yeah, this is my mine, and it goes all the way down to right above bedrock to diamond level. So once we kind of finished things around here, I decided that I wanted to start a new town. Do you remember exactly how I started? I don't even remember. What was my steps? Did I just go over there and start, or did I build the path first?
You dug through. Wait, no.
I dug this cave through first. I think I remember doing that.
You got over, or did you go to the top and then look over and say, hey, there's stuff, or we can build there?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we were just exploring. We had gone up here to our manor.
And you saw that you could just, dig straight through, so we did that, too.
Yeah, and I liked that there's this little valley right here. So I dug straight through. It went through this valley, and then...
And you made a waterfall, because I like waterfalls.
Yeah. It's actually a very pretty little valley. I prettified this little valley. It's beautiful. The biome changes have not been pretty to this landscape, so apparently this is like a desert now, except it used to be a forest. And due to the fact that I haven't been in this area for multiple updates, the light, there are many lighting issues that haven't been fixed, so it's very dark. So over here, we're coming close to our second town, the town of Riverwood, which was named because it kind of is at the end of a little...
It's called?
Huh?
Is that what it's called?
Isn't it River Town? River...
No, it had to do with the bridge. There was something...
Oh, no, it's not Riverwood. That's a town in Skyrim. It's called Bridge City. That's what it's called.
How did you pick a name from Skyrim?
I don't know. But yeah, this is my little abode in Riverwood. I have this nice little house. Oh, I used to like building functional kitchens. So check this out. Oh, and then look. Well, this is before we had dispensers. This is before dispensers could actually shoot water. So I had this nice little system to have a sink.
Wait, dispensers can shoot water now?
Yeah, you can put a water bucket inside a dispenser, and like it will place a water source block next to it. It is cool, and it's very useful. Before we had to do stuff like this. As you can see, I designed this little alcove before they changed the size of chests, because you can see the dirt behind it that I just built up inside the wall. So it's turning night, so let's just take a nap in my beautiful bedroom.
It is a nice bedroom, though.
I like it too. So a lot of little mini aesthetic features. A lot of stuff that I would have done differently nowadays because I have different technology now. But yeah, I think I didn't get the idea of piston tables from anyone else. This was just my idea and something that I thought of myself.
Yeah, you've been doing that for a long time. Since I started watching.
Mm-hmm. So, this is Bridge City. A lot of...
Show the bakery.
Show the bakery. This is Zuko's Cupcake Palace. I have no idea why we named it that.
It's a nod to Charlene.
It's an inside joke with our friend. So we have tons of cakes here. All were made legit. And I have a nice little wheat here and a little cow and sugar canes to help make more cakes. And I think I like the design of this place. I like how there's functional tables out back that have cake sitting on them. Just ate some. Nom 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 nom. Here's an awesome idea. I love this design. So it's a fountain, right? But underneath, this is my train station. And hold on, getting some frame rate lag. So yeah, this train will take you over the bridge, through a tunnel, and back to Punchwood. Which I made later. This is actually, I made this design based off of how the NPCs make their buildings. Oh, I remember this. I was messing around with redstone, and the sole purpose of this building is to house the ginormous contraption I built to make this door. Because I'm not very good at redstone. Oh yeah, and it has some lava pits inside, just in case. So yeah, it's just a ginormous redstone circuit behind that thing, because I sink at redstone.
So it's a building to open and close a door?
Yeah, the entire building is just to house the door.
Nice.
So this is a little storage hut. And over here, whoa, I got a...
Whoa, what was that?
It was a, what's it called? World's hole. Hold on, let me quit and open it back up. The world was still loading in. Here's my little farm. Actually, this is a huge farm, even by my standards today. This is a huge farm. And this path that we are now going to take takes us back to spawn, and then through spawn onto our other villages. I kind of built our villages in a figure 8. Here's some monsters underneath. Oh, by the way, sorry for all the static. That's just background static from Skype to all my viewers. Yes, I have this nice little path. It takes me directly around this mountain range to back to spawn, my spawn point. This way goes off to later projects, which I will show. But yes, here's my spawn point. This path takes you back to Punchwood, and this is where I spawned. I built this castle around it with a moat in the whole 9 yards. There's a little staircase that goes up, and then we have the railroad. Unfortunately, I don't have any rail carts.
I forgot that you built this.
Yes. I forget, did I build this before or after starting in... I totally don't remember. Do you remember the name? Oh, Jamestown! Jamestown is the name of the other town.
So you made afterwards.
I made it afterwards and connected it.
Yeah.
So this was all built in survival. Everything was built in survival. But I built Jamestown, the outer side of Jamestown, I built in survival. And then when I think Minecraft 1.0 came out, I decided to... let me try not to show you anything. I decided to switch to creative, and I built a lot in creative. So you'll see a drastic increase in the amazingness of everything I build in Jamestown. And Jamestown today, to date, I should say, is one of probably my best projects. What do you think? Do you think I have anything else I've done better?
I don't remember, to be honest, what's in Jamestown. Not gonna lie. I just remember there's the castle, and that's all I remember.
Yeah, I guess my castle has a lot of... It's more of a survival themed. In this save file, everything's mostly oriented towards... I'm trying not to show you anything, because this is all built in creative. But everything in this save file is kind of oriented towards aesthetic. You know, everything's kind of meant to look like a town, and that was kind of the point of the save file. So here we are arriving in Jamestown proper.
Hey, there's villagers. Were they here when I was last watching you play here?
I don't know. I added them in creative because I was kind of lonely.
Aww.
But I have this nice little home, which I did build in survival, and the farms. I have one farm of each type. I have a melon farm, a pig farm, a cow farm, and a sheep farm. The sheep keep escaping though, and the chickens as well.
How?
I don't know. And this is my tree farm. But yeah, I just remember like a bunch of my chickens escaped. And then basically everything past here was built in creative. Oh, except for the wall. The wall I built in survival.
That was difficult. I remember that.
It was difficult. It took a very long time.
I didn't like watching you mine for stone to do that.
Yes, I would literally spend hours mining stone, like during class. I would mine stone. Yeah, when I was at school, I would mine stone in class.
In class, like in front of the professor?
Yeah. So here we are entering Jamestown. This is not a town, this is definitely a city. Very convoluted. Everything, there's a ton of Easter eggs. Well, there's actually one huge Easter egg. I shouldn't say there's a ton of Easter eggs. But there's just a lot of places to go. Every detail of this valley. Oh, by the way, this valley, the walls around it, I built up, but the valley is natural. And that's why I decided to build here, because of this beautiful valley. So everything here is built in survival for the most part. You can see the kind of progression in materials that I had. That goes out towards the dock area where I was. Actually, let me just show you, because I kind of skipped by it. So yeah, this is the dock area that I kind of didn't show you. Anyway, back inside. Come on. Ugh. But Kelly, you were still with me when you still watched me build most of this, right? I don't remember.
I think, for the most part, I remember watching you build a lot of it, yeah. I remember this right here, this like alleyway. I'm trying to point at the screen, but you can't see me.
This alleyway.
Yeah, this alleyway.
This alleyway that goes around into the markets.
Yep, I remember. I don't think I watched you build the market, but...
And then around here, this ginormous building.
That.
This building is half built up myself and half carved into the mountainside, but it's absolutely ginormous. And there's a nice little clock tower that shows 4 o'clock no matter what time it is. And there's actually a way to get inside and on top of the clock tower. I don't know if I ever showed you that, Kelly. Did I ever show you that?
I think you might have.
Alright. In any case.
Into the wall or something.
Because, yeah, it involves going inside the clock tower and then climbing up the inside. But it's just a very fun, convoluted way to get up the top. So let's go up top to the top of clock tower. Why not? Let's go through it. Okay. So this is like where the guards lived, the guard building. I guess you could say like the barracks, the town barracks. And you get up to the rooftops. The rooftops are fully furnished and fully lit up. I built this in creative, but I did this was before monsters wouldn't attack you in creative, I believe. So I did have to light everything up because they would still attack me if I didn't. So, I think this is the first jump you make to get across to this rooftop. Jump there. There we go, and then up here. And then you just pop down here. And you can actually get up here directly from the ground, but it's locked. I actually didn't build a doorknob on the door. And then from here, you jump on top of this little house. And there's this tricky little jump to get in the side of this building. And then up here. This is where it gets really hard. Did I ever do this with you, Kelly? Have you ever seen this?
I think you showed me part of it. I don't remember it being this long.
Yeah, it's very long and complicated. So from here, you see there's that little ledge there. And this is where I always mess up. But let's see if I can make it. Yep. And then just top on to the side of the wall. And once again, pop down onto one of these wires. And then from there. Here I have to jump into this ladder and catch myself, which I didn't. So I'm just going to, instead of restarting from the beginning. Kelly, your mic just went out.
Did?
Oh, never mind. Just the background static died. That was weird.
I remember this part with the ladders on the random wall.
And you have to climb in between these two buildings. Yeah, it's really, really fun. Like, I think I was playing a lot of Assassin's Creed when I designed this. And then you come up to this blank wall, but if you look closely, that's a button. And, oh, there it is, okay. And you have to be fast, because, there you go. And down into this pit of water. We're now inside the clock tower, and go directly up. Hello, sorry about that, folks. Kelly, you still there?
Yep.
Alright. Do you think I should just skip it, or should I actually attempt to do it? It is possible, I know that.
What do you mean attempted? Is it hard? Is there jumping?
Yeah, there's a lot of jumping. A lot of hard jumping. But let's see if I can do it, why not? I think from here, I jump up here. Then there. Dang it, I fell. The only problem is, like, if you miss a single jump, you fall all the way back to the bottom.
And then possibly die.
What's that?
And then die.
And then possibly die. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna skip. So, basically, you have to keep jumping up on all these ladders. All the way up to the top till you finally get here. And for some reason, it's not letting me climb up. Okay. There we go. This is a little contraption that holds the door that let me in here. So from here, I climb up into the clock tower. And here is where I stored all my valuables in the game. Got tons of stuff here. Gold, iron, diamonds. Very nice stuff. And then from there, we can climb up, out, and on top of the clock tower. And here is a beautiful bird's eye view of Jamestown. So from here, you can really see everything. So this is the entirety. Here, let me just kind of trace out the wall of the of the city proper with my mouse. Kind of goes all the way around, across there, across the entrance to the over here, and then up here. Inside we have tons of just buildings that are meant to be like kind of like apartments and stuff like that, going all the way up the walls. I think that's a library as well that I never finished.
That is a nice big library. Except once you put all the books in, it wasn't that big anymore.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Do you have any? What do you think? What's good to point out from here?
You missed a lot. Wasn't there? Like, you didn't go through a lot of Jamestown. I feel like there's like a lot to go through.
Yeah, there's just way too much to go through. I mean, every single part of this, everything here is intricately designed.
How awesome Jamestown was. It still is.
Yeah, it's amazing. I'm very proud of it, even to today. So along the outside walls, we have that nice guard tower that actually connects to the barracks. It's actually one connected building, which I thought was cool. And then like the guard tower also connects to that little alcove hanging over the walls, so you can kind of see inside the city, which I thought was cool. There's a nice little hotel on the outside of town. And then from here you can see the docks, and you can also see outer Jamestown, which is where I actually started building in this area. Across on that side of the wall, you can't really see it over the building here, but there's another set of farms on the other side of that wall over there. So, once I had designed this whole convoluted way of getting up, I realized that I had no way of getting down. So I also made a nice little Assassin's Creed-esque leap of faith. Make sure I do it right. And I missed it. Nope, I got it. So yeah, that's a total drop of around 72 meters, which is pretty crazy.
I remember there were quite a few times when you got frustrated building this, but I think it was worth it.
I think it was worth it.
There were lots of times that you were sick of it.
Yes, very true. I don't know. It's just tough, to kind of focus on one project for so long.
Yeah, I get that.
But I think it came out beautifully.
It did.
But that's not all. I actually did do more stuff. It continues. It does not end. So, I have this nice little wooden pathway. And this is going to take you to... What's the name of that town that I built next? It's a small mining town. Do you remember, Kelly?
I don't even remember. I forgot that there was more, to be honest.
I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure I built it with you watching, because that's almost how I build everything.
I don't know then. I guess I forgot.
I think it was called Twin Falls. Oh, there's a sign that probably says what the name of the town is. Welcome to Twin Falls. Yes, I love this town. It's so... Oh my god, creeper! God damn it. Anyway... Damn it!
At all.
Oh.
I watched you build it.
Pretty sure you did. Let me take a nap in one of the buildings before I get killed by a creeper. So this is meant to be kind of a very... What am I trying to say? Very quaint little small mining village. It would probably have like a population of around 20. And there's 2 little mines that don't go anywhere. And there's tons of monsters out for some reason. So yeah, this doesn't go anywhere at all. And there's another one on the other side. And it's called Twin Falls because there's a waterfall. Both waterfalls were natural. There's a waterfall on each side of the town in this nice little valley. So this is Twin Falls. Actually was gonna end the town here, but I decided to add 2 more buildings. There's one here. And here's a nice little farm to provide the building.
I do not remember this at all.
Well, see? Aren't you glad we did this?
I am.
And I think from that, this path takes you back to spawn. I'm not sure exactly. It's a pretty long path.
I like how everything leads you back to spawn.
Yeah, it's like a figure eight.
Oh,
If you think about it, right? Think about it. Think about the whole world.
nice. This is just back to where you began.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think much about this shape.
It's actually a pretty long path. But it's all lit up, and I made sure there would be no monsters near the path. But yes, this is where we were earlier. Takes us back to spawn. And yeah, that's it. That's the end of this world. That's basically everything I've built. There's a little bit, a few other projects that I started in this world but never finished. Excuse that honking outside. But that's all for this world, and that's all for this time. Kelly, you want to say bye?
Bye.
And I will see you out there. Oh, I forgot to mention, the download, there will be a link in the description to download the map so you guys can check it out yourself. Anyway, that's all for this time, and I'll see you out there. That was fun. Thank you, Kelly.
You should show more of Jamestown. There was so much.
You think I should show off more?